show you how to create a perfect bowl of oatmeal every time. First step, securing the pan.
Some mornings a small challenge.
You need a clean pan for a perfect cup of oatmeal. I'm cleaning the pan now. Perfect. Then it's necessary to locate a burner. We'll use this one. Important to find the lid to the pan.
Here it is.
That lid seemed pretty clean, so we're really all set. Now we need the oatmeal. Found it. And the other ingredient that will make your oatmeal truly a pièce de résistance . Jumbo red raisins. Having assembled the ingredients, I find that it's important to have your utensils and your bowl in place at the cooking area so that you'll have everything collected in one spot. It just makes things so much easier. Spoon and bowl. A tidy kitchen is a safe kitchen. Now we have to get the water for the oatmeal. Here again, cleanness or cleanliness and freshness are the key. Let the water run for just a second to allow the impurities from the pipes to be flushed out. Now we can measure it here. I should remove this tea bag from yesterday and again make sure everything is nice and clean. We need 1.5 cups of water. This is 1/3 of a cup. It's close enough. It's not really an exact size. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just a little less on the 5th to get us close to our 1.5 cups. And of course we'll return that to the sink for future cleaning. Cleanliness, once again, very important. Now that we have the water in here, it's of course time to apply the heat and boil the water. I'll do that right now. I usually set the burner just below the high setting. I find that gives me the proper sort of gentle heat that you'll need, but with the proper intensity to actually boil the water in a reasonable amount of time. We'll wait now until the water boils. We won't watch the pot because we know the problem there.
Oh, that's a good sign. Yes, there it is. A good rolling boil.
Of course, now that we've achieved the boil, we'll be wanting to reduce the heat so that we can ultimately get a proper simmer. You'll be wanting a simmer. I put it just a little, once again, just a little below the notch, in this case, the medium notch. That should be perfect, and we do want perfect oatmeal.
Okay, if it was an art before, oatmeal now is sort of turned into a science just for a minute, because here's where the measurement really does have to be exact. You have to make sure, and I actually keep the proper cup right in the oatmeal canister so that I have it at the beginning. You want to make sure you get the heart healthy amount, which is what I make every day, because I want to get my heart healthy. I put in 3 of these half cups. 1, 2, 3. That's about a cup and a half. I put a little bit below the level in each case. I like a moist oatmeal. And that's important immediately to stir. Second thing, and here's the art's going to come back into it just a little. I've got to put the raisins in now. You want to put the raisins in because you want to have them during the full cooking cycle to absorb the water. That's so important. They tend to settle in the bottom and stick together. So here, it really is a matter of how you feel. I like a lot of raisins. I like a lot of raisins in my oatmeal. So to the extent that I can get a lot in there. And these, once again, I want to point out these jumbo reds. Those are the raisins to get. They're jumbo, they're red, and they have a lot of antioxidants, which working together with your oatmeal, you'll live forever. Or for a good long time. Nobody lives forever. Let's see. I think that should do it. Let's see here. You should seal the raisins up right away, because once again, you want to seal in freshness. It's so important. And with that in mind, I should seal the oatmeal up as well. And now, sticking with that theme of science, this is the science part of the oatmeal, not the art part, I actually like to go to the microwave, and it's got a timing feature. I don't know if that's common in all microwaves, but this is one of the better microwaves. And this one has one. You hit kitchen timer, and you hit a 5. That's for 5 minutes. You want it to cook 5 minutes, and then 2 zeros, so it's 5. And then, let's see, you just click start. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's about how it should look at the beginning. You see your raisins in there sort of peeking out. And they will balloon up as they absorb the water. That's a pretty good mix. You want to get that, just a little bit of that brown, that bronze color in there. That's your raisins working their way into the water. Let's call that done. Well, at least let's call that prepared to be prepared. There you can see our timer ticking away. Pretty soon we'll have oatmeal. One thing, it is important from time to time to stir the mix, otherwise the oatmeal on the surface will tend to dry out, and you do want it with the same degree of moistness throughout the entire batch of oatmeal. You'll notice that later on when you're eating, and you'll appreciate this little stirring motion. I usually do it 2 or 3 times during the course of the 5 minutes. Well, I'll just show you one example here, but when you're making the oatmeal yourself, please do it 2 or 3 times. Just check your timer from time to time and make sure that there's plenty of time left. The tyranny of time. It seems to go so slowly when all we want is a delicious bowl of oatmeal. But it will pass, it will pass. Just a hint, I would call that probably a little too rigorous a boil. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little. Every day is a little different. I'll turn it down just to the notch here. It's frankly a little late in the cooking process to have much effect, but every little bit helps, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you've had that experience.